The time now is 6 o'clock. We are here for a public hearing, our first public hearing. Mr. Powell?
Okay. Mayor, if you would read the statement right under open public hearing.
Could you speak up, please?
He got it straight. You can pull it back over.
Okay.
We're announcing that the proposed millage rate of 6 mills is 2.41% above the rollback rate of 2025-26. The purpose of this increase is to fund increases in town operations. That's like the preamble to resolution ordinance.
Okay, so in your packet, you have a packet right behind the agenda is the tentative budget, and it is a reflection of the changes that were agreed upon by consensus at the workshop. So kind of a quick overview is the general fund revenues are 802,481. The expenditures are, which is on page 3. That. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the expenditures are the same, 802,686. The budget includes 2% raises for employees, adjustment in the town attorney contract as discussed at the workshop. And at this stage, the fire budget is $213,565. But at this stage, we're thinking about that as a placeholder. There'll be adequate funding, whatever happens with fire. So general fund is balanced. Enterprise fund has revenues of $639,000. That would be, it's page 1, but it's Enterprise fund. And it's 2 pages from the back. And again, this is revenues are $639,000. Expenditures are $655,205. But there's capital outlay that's non-recurring, which basically balances that fund. So, any questions that you may have? Again, the budget's balanced. You'll have an opportunity to make changes to the budget, if any, at this meeting or at the final budget hearing. So, any questions?
I just want to say that you added up, I think, $407 difference in the general fund. General fund.
Yes.
I always like to send the balance budget to the state.
Right.
Can we, we won't change the bottom line, then we'll figure out somewhat.
Sure.
Something dollars in there.
Yeah. And again, the fire budget could kind of be thought of as a contingency at this time, because the budget is higher than you're going to actually spend this year. So
Just because of the fire?
it's just the budget, because if we don't know when we prepared the budget what type of a fire budget you'll have the whole year. But there's plenty of money. There's adequate funding for either the way you're doing it right now or a change with the county participation.
And I'm not saying since this is part of it, county did approve our interlocal agreements with the surtax company for fire EMS, along with Jennings last night. So us and Jennings and county are involved in the sales tax, the gas sales tax, but Jasper is not. So we had to bring it in, that will break the unroot from from the income tax, or from the sales tax.
So it's just us at Jennings
Us and Jennings in the county.
and accounting?
Yeah, we have to opt it out. You know, again, really won't know anything until after next legislative session, because they got that restriction in there about the money that's been talked about several times. But we just gotta get it cleared up in the Senate or legislature. Do we will have nearly 2 years of money coming at one time.
But that's in January.
That's next year.
Okay, so in the meantime, we're just still dependent just on the county coming in as
And
needed?
they're working on it. They have told us they were gonna try to get EMS here first.
Okay,
If they, anyway, at the meeting we had, about recently.
Monday.
Monday. And so they're working on trying to get EMS here, and then we're working on fires at the EMS itself. So we have more EMS calls here than we do fire calls.
okay, so what does that mean,
Well-
ballpark on getting a physical EMS here? Just
They,
ballpark?
they've got to work out finding a way to, and there's 3 ambulances in the county. And even one is here, and the other one, others in Valdosta or wherever it might be, this one may have to leave and cover part of the county. It won't be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but at least when they get to the dust level, we hope we won't have one stationed here, but we know it's not gonna be here every minute of every day.
Unless
Unless
it's
it is
on
more
call,
ambulances or something.
but we don't have a ballpark for that happening.
Yeah. And we're straying a little bit from the budget
I'm sorry.
here, so you're on. Just a little bit, okay, so, so Mayor, it's appropriate to ask for any input from the audience on, as to the millage or the budget.
Anybody out there in the audience have anything to say about our budget?
So that would handle, it looks like no one number 3. So, so 4 would be any comments from the council about either the millage rate or the budget. I think the mayor should probably, yes.
Anybody?
Okay, yes, I see a hand.
Okay, Councilwoman?
My question is this, I've talked to Ray recently about the ditches and the mowing and stuff, and he was saying that he didn't have the manpower to do both ditches and mowing. You could either do the mowing or you could do the ditches, and I was wondering, is there any way that we could find out from Ray what it would take money-wise, manpower-wise, to accomplish the things that need to be done, such as, and I don't even know what all he does, but he's, okay, is there any way we can increase? And how do we find out what it would need? And I know I haven't answered a full question, but you understand what I'm asking?
You know exactly what you asked.
Okay, good.
Okay, so kind of, first of all, as to the budget,
Yeah.
you can't raise the millage rate. So all of the revenue is allocated in this year's budget. So probably maybe over the next year, you can see what revenues you might have to be able to add staff to accomplish that.
So we can't look at it in this budget and say, let's pull
Well-
some out of here and do.
Well, the only way, if you wanted to add a staff, you'd have to deduct something somewhere.
Okay, is that doable or no?
I'm gonna work on it with our contingency and ARPA money and all the things that we got working on. I'm gonna see if we can come up with something.
With some of this stuff that they can't get to, that's what the county has been helping and stepping in with, mowing the grass, and then at the same time, they contract out with po' boys, which they've been doing for several years, to help keep up with the cutting.
Who pays Bobo's?
Brian Johnson,
Yeah, but who, see where the county or what?
city,
No, he have his own business.
he has his own business, but he contracts out for the past several years.
I mean, if we need board,
Yeah.
we'll call on him to help us out, we really need it.
Which
Is that
paying him
in
is
the
cheaper than paying for a whole nother person that you're gonna have to pay insurance, retirement, and a salary.
Is that
So
in
is
the
this-
budget?
It's in
It's been being
it's
done,
in
so
contingency and
exactly.
reserves if we get to that point. We have to-
But not underneath Ray's stuff?
No, I mean, but raise,
Budget is fine.
raise, I mean, the budget's are, what he needs is a lot of equipment and people things. We can't afford it. We just got to work with it. And we're working with the county. The county has done some, but they're not doing their share. I don't think they are yet, but we're working with that.
I know some of the stuff, the guys in the different offices, like at the road department, all you have to do is call them and tell them what you need and they'll come. They fixed the road for me when I called Mayday about the road. They came, they fixed the road. If there was something about a ditch, they came and fixed the ditch.
They
When
work.
Randolph called about a ditch, they came and fixed the ditch when he was on the council. So it's about reaching out, using what you have, the resources you have. Because right now, we just really cannot afford to keep adding people to the staff. The same jobs, and I'm not being funny, I know they're working, I know they work hard, and I appreciate the work that our three guys do. But they're doing, it's three of them that's doing the same job that two people used to do. And those two people back then have collected trash and all. You know, so it's a lot to be done, but if they do the general upkeep as it is going, it won't be so bad. But that's them and their managerial, duty, however he sees fit to do it. But it's just a matter of upkeep something, keep it done, and trim at a certain, you know, at certain intervals, you don't have to worry about, oh, this one got so bad, you got done, this.
Okay.
We're getting away from
So,
that.
yes, so any other comments, questions of the town council regarding the budget or millage rate?
I have a question. Was there a reason we can't just find $205 to take out of the expenses and balance it?
Yes,
Yeah,
we could.
I was asking him to do it.
Yeah.
Before next week.
Absolutely,
We'll redo it
absolutely.
Next week.
Yes. That's a very easy thing.
Right.
Thank you for an easy question, too. Okay, so if there's no other questions, you're ready for a motion regarding the millage rate.
Council,
And we're voting to raise the millage rate?
No, to maintain 6 mills.
Then stay the same.
I'll read the resolution by title.
Okay.
A resolution of the town of White Springs, Florida, adopting the final millage rate for the levy of ad valorem taxes to fund the expenses for the fiscal year commencing October 1, 2025, and ending September 30, 2026, and providing for an effective date. And so everybody knows the millage rate stays the same as it was last year, 6 mil. But because of the values of the house, it's a 2.41%, 2% increase in what we expect to get from what we got last year. So you might see a 2% or something, slight increase in your rate, in your property tax rate because of the value reported to us.
But that's in the county?
Well, the county's property place, he does the appraisal of the property.
But I
That's
thought we were
based on
getting less
information.
if we turn that 1 cent over to them. Or that's the next
That
year.
has
No, this is ad valorem.
That's sales tax.
Okay. But I thought they were gonna reduce the millage rate.
What he's trying to say is that they're going to increase the appraised value of your house. For that reason, you're going to see a slight increase in the amount of city tax you're paying. The surtax will be deducted off of your county property taxes that you pay here.
yeah.
So that won't affect us or our budget.
Not the, just our personal.
Your own personal
Gotcha.
would receive.
Thank you.
I move to adopt resolution 2601.
I know, I second motion.
Okay, it has been motion and second that we adopt the resolution for the, budget,
The millage rate.
excuse me, millage rate, 2025-26.
This is the first one for next year.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2025-01.
26 of them.
2601.
Okay.
It's zero one. No problem.
2601. Ready, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, ayes have it, 4-0.
Okay. Next one is 2602, setting the operating budget. And I'll read it by title. A resolution of the town of White Springs, Hamilton County, Florida, adopting a final annual operating budget for the fiscal year commencing October 1, 2025, and ending September 30, 2026, and providing for an effective date. And the numbers have been told, but the enterprise, the general fund is $802,686, and the enterprise fund is $655,205, for a total city budget, $1,457,981.
I move that we accept resolution, without resolution 2602.
I second the motion.
Okay, here's a motion and second that we accept resolution 26-02. Ready for a discussion?
Please.
Yes.
Now, does this, if the fire situation changes, do we have an amendment or something?
We will amend the budget based on operational readiness and what we have to do.
So this isn't a final in cement thing?
No, our budget is double final, it's already.
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, 4-0. Budget passed. Okay, that was the end of our public hearing. Mr. Powell, he's already on our agenda for the night, but he's under the weather a little bit, so while we got him here, he wants to go over the,
Financial report,
yeah, our financial report for us.
since we're already in session.
Okay, and also, it's proper to announce that the final budget hearing will be held on September 25, 2025 at 6 p.m. Okay, so one of your handouts is the financial report for August. And I appreciate being able to review it now. So as to general fund, your revenues through August are $790, $160, $92. The pro rata budget is $704, $759. So at this stage, as to revenues, you're positive $85,401, which means, and the part of that's the $40,040 that you're collected from CDBG and you paid out, but it's still positive $40,000. And that means that the revenues are coming in properly for general fund for the year, and you will likely achieve the budget. Expenditures, which are on the third page over, page 3. Expenditures total $1,089,361. Pro rata budgets $721,506. So here you're negative $357,855. Overall, the net income is negative $282,453. That is for the same reasons as we've talked about all throughout the year. You've had many non-recurring unusual expenditures in this year that you've had to absorb and are being paid out of reserves. As to enterprise, which is on page 4, the revenues are 652, 800. Expenditure, or the pro rata budget's 594, 916. So you're positive in the revenues of 57, 802. That's primarily due to collecting 2 years of the county grant. And so that's 40,000, so you're about the same. Expenditures on page 5 are 577, 771, pro rata budget 582, 583. So to date, you're positive $75,000, 038 in enterprise fund. So kind of a recap, this is 11 months into the year. General fund revenues are tracking correctly. Expenditures are over because of the hopefully non-recurring expenditures being paid from reserves. Enterprise fund is just doing its good on revenues and expenditures. So any questions?
Any questions from the council?
So these numbers reflect the payout for Vanessa's severance check?
Uh,
I know she has been paid out.
No,
And I think it's a
it was
no.
done in some of her final pay, because there was some tax problems that you ran into, and paid 8 or 10 days ago. It'll be in the end of the month, but
So being,
it'll be on the.
It'll be in the fiscal year, but
It'll be this year.
it'll show next month.
That'll be another one of those recurring expenses that you had, and hopefully won't again.
So by the end of the year, we'll be $400,000.
Three,
Our over budget.
in general fund, probably yes. 350 to 400 depending.
Any more questions?
Great,
Thank
okay,
you, Ms. Farrell.
feel
good.
better.
Yes, see you,
Take an aspirin and go to bed.
Yes, thank you. Okay.